Hi everyone, welcome to the Cinebox. If you're here, it's because you're looking for nice choices for great fighting movies among so many options, which are found right here. Get ready for a full-on dive into the greatest martial arts cinema. In this video, I will bring you a hand-picked list of 10 movies that blend intense fight sequences, strong characters, and amazing storytelling. If you enjoy high-octane action and love watching a well-choreographed fight, stick around. This list will save you from moments of wondering what to watch in this genre. 1. Boyka, Undisputed. The great fighter begins to question whether fight is really worth it after he accidentally kills someone in the ring. But it gets worse when he goes to console the wife of the man he killed and discovers that she is in the hands of mobsters. In my opinion, this fourth movie wins the three others because the real fight here is out of the ring, showing a little humanity in the Boyka, and that he is not just a fight machine when he uses everything he knows to save the woman from the bad guys. 2. The Protector. This movie follows Kham, a young villager who goes to Australia to save his kidnapped elephant. Tony Jaa has created his own style of Muay Thai for this film, called Muay Kachasan. With several insane fight scenes, including a one-shot and another in a Buddhist temple against a capoeira fighter, this film also seeks to provide a great example of the love and kindness we should have for the animals, carrying a strong message about the connection we can have with them. 3. Triple Threat. Alright, just imagine the greatest modern martial arts legends in cinema, even the most underrated, acting in the same movie. Yes, Triple Threat does exactly this with almost non-stop action and fight scenes, with a nice color grading that only helps to the beauty of the movie. Joining Tony Jaa, Iko Uwais, Scott Adkins, Tiger Chen, Michael Jai White, and others, this amazing story is about three guys, guess who, that were almost killed by a criminal gang and are joined to take revenge, besides to protect a woman who became their target. 4. Only the Strong. This is for those who think that capoeira is just a dance. With a beautiful and lovely story, Mark Dacascos is Beret Louis, an ex-military who returns to Miami and receives the mission to show the beauty of this martial art for a hard group of delinquents and try to change something on them, while having to face a tycoon and his gang bothered by his influence. Besides having a drama and romance very well scripted, this was the first movie to explore the capoeira as a real way of fight. I can say that it's hard to finish this movie without wanting to learn it. 5. The Raid. Maybe the perfect mix of noir and martial arts movie. A police team have to enter in a building with a lot of bandits to capture the boss at the top. Despite the basic plot, it has some of the best choreographed fight scenes of all the time and doesn't hesitate to show the brutality that happens to accomplish a completely risky mission of facing several ruthless bandits in a building dominated by them. Every punch, kick, and headbutt is very well designed and executed. There are so many fights that you even get tired and ask yourself when that's going to end, but in a short time you already want to see more. 6. Avengement. With Scott Adkins in the lead role, there is no difference from Boyka, a great spectacle of brutal fights and satisfying choreographies that reminds of street fight style. Very well combined with a bitter and inspiring story about a man who is arrested after getting betrayed by his own criminal brother, and can only trust on his force to defend himself from attackers in the prison, and after escaping, to take revenge on the criminals who left him in this situation. This entire journey of revenge transmits an insane energy to the viewer and makes you feel capable of beating anyone. 7. Never Back Down. Jake Tyler is a young man who has just lost his father and moved to Orlando, Florida, but after being publicly beaten by Ryan, that knows his difficulties and just wants to get status, he agrees to enter in a martial arts school for take the biggest payback possible. It can easily look like a generic story about a teenager who learns to fight just to defend himself from a bad boy and face him in the tournament. But if you look closer, it have a great message about self-forgiveness, redemption, and a very strong and inspiring energy, maybe the best for watch when your self-confidence is falling down and get motivated. Never Back Down. It's a great drama that we'd all like to experience at this age in our life, right? Except lose the father. 8. The Raid 2. A few hours after the first movie, the protagonist Rama this time needs to investigate and break down the organized crime and corrupt cops in Jakarta. This sequel raises the level of energy and violence of the fights. in addition to bringing new good characters that make the story even more bigger than the first movie. This movie also does a great job of using great environments as a backdrop for fights that became iconic, such as a prison, a car chase, and a kitchen. Yes, one of the best fight scenes ever made was in a kitchen, but it's always a very, very exciting choreography. 9. Skin Trade. Here we have Dolph Lundgren playing the policeman Nick Cassidy, who wants to take revenge on the gangsters who killed your wife and discovers that they also do human trafficking and a lot of other crimes. And for this, he teams up with other policeman Tony, played by Tony Jaa. Bringing Michael Jai White as the villain again, this movie joins very well a thrilling story and fun fight scenes with a sensitive theme. 10. Mayhem. An ex-prisoner survives a home invasion, but his wife is killed and his daughter kidnapped, forcing him to return to the life he had left behind and rescue her, without needing firearms and counting on a sort of mentor to help him find his daughter. Even though it has no originality, this French movie manages to develop the story in its own way without trying to imitate anyone else, with great fight choreographies and very well filmed, which makes it be compared to John Wick and The Raid. Did you enjoy the list? If I had missed any movie, tell which in the comments. And don't forget to get a like and subscribe to the channel because you don't want to lose the next ones.